Okay, so Showbiz Shelly here backstage with the guy straight out of the Netherlands, right? Armin van Buuren.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. How are you? Welcome to the AT&T Access Granted Lounge. How are you?
I'm really great. I'm excited for this Jingle Bash. It's you know, it's my second Jingle Bash only, so
okay.
I'm pretty new to these things. I'm not used to longer sets,
so
it's pretty exciting to be here. But it's a lot of energy. There's a lot of people out there, so I'm really looking forward to it.
But now, big crowds like this are nothing new to you. I mean, I've seen part of your document. I've seen a lot of shows that you've done, and I mean, does it ever get old to see people like that just going crazy?
You know, what gets old is the airport security, the immigration lines, but you can never get used to a crowd like this. I mean, I've been playing like for 15 years now, and still you get a kick every time you see the fans going crazy. I mean, that's what it's all about, really.
Well, and something I think is so interesting about you that I read is you went to law school before you did this. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I never wanted music to be like my main source of income because I was afraid of the pressure, and I just wanted to be honest, my parents really wanted me to do law as well.
Okay.
And that sort of kept them off my back too, because I finished law, and actually the last 2 years that I did it, I actually kind of enjoyed it. And it's good to have the knowledge, because I remember this professor walking in at Monday morning, drawing those boring boxes with Incorporated, owns 50% of that Incorporated, and I was like, yawn, you know. And a few years later, I had a tree like that myself, so it's actually good to know something about law.
Of course, I'm sure it comes in handy for you, for
absolutely,
sure. What kind of law did you want to practice? Did you have any idea?
I specialized in copyright law, and that's of course a very current subject because of downloads and streaming and all the rights that. So it is pretty interesting, but don't ask me to defend your case because I will suck right now.
I was like, can you give us a law term? Like, what's a law term I should know?
Like, I think you call it injunction in English.
Okay, yeah.
I can tell you in Dutch, but it probably won't mean a lot to you.
Okay, and also, do you have a family, right? Do they travel with you?
Yeah. No, I have 2 very young children, so they're a little bit too young to travel with me, and they don't understand what's going on. I've been Skyping. I've been away from home for 3 weeks now. This is the longest I've been away since a very long time. And we just had a baby boy who's now coming up to 5 months. So
oh my gosh, yeah.
I can't wait to go home on Monday.
3 weeks? I figured you'd been gone for months and months, but you managed to come home pretty often then, huh?
Yeah, well, I just worked on a show called Armin Only, which I will bring to Chicago as well on the 17th of April. But working on the show, I basically did that in Holland. So I was home for a month, and with the grand finale, I was performing the actual show in Amsterdam. But we also did a couple of tryouts, and we were writing the show. So I was home for a month, sleeping in my own bed for a change, and that was really great.
Must have been nice, right?
Well, like I said, you know, the crowds make up for it, but the traveling is hard. I mean, I'm still pretty much jet lagged from Australia, where I was for the Stereosonic tour. That was crazy, by the way. It was like stadiums of 55,000 people. It was really, really nice, but everybody, my whole crew is a little bit upside down because it's a lot of hard work.
And so how'd you make the transition from law to music? You just decided one day, you know what, I want to do this music thing?
You know, there's never been a particular day that I made that decision consciously. I was already spinning and making music when I did the degree, and I actually enjoyed the balance of it. And in 2002, when I finished the degree, when I did the bar exam, I was already spinning, and I had hits, and so I was like, you know, I'm just gonna take a little bit more gigs, see how we go, and then in a year or something, I'll go ask for a job at a law firm. I actually had a job offer, it's still on the table, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, but I never got to pursue it, and I don't think right now at this point in my career, I probably will never be a lawyer. Maybe it's a little bit sad because I do miss like the challenge, the challenge of the mind a little bit. But I mean, sitting on planes all day is not really challenging.
And then going out and say, but I mean, you have to do, you know, when you're up on stage, right?
That's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know, when you play a set, it's like 2-3 hours, and the rest you're usually in hotels or in the gym or you know, catching a movie with my staff, but with my crew.
Yeah. Well, I love your songs. I said, "This is what it feels." It helps me, you know, it helps you get through.
Yeah,
right?
And great Grammy nomination.
And Grammy, yeah, that's right.
I heard that last week when I was in Australia.
How excited are you for that?
Yeah, I mean, I think any American artist would be extremely excited if he or she was nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, I'm Dutch. You know?
I know that, yeah.
So if for a Dutch guy to be nominated for a Grammy, that is like, I mean, it was in the national news.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
That's huge.
Yeah, it was a big deal. I was really excited.
Cool, and also too, birthday's on Christmas, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you know that? Wow.
I'm such a I know it's a little creepy, right? But I did some research, so. But what's that like? Do you ever get, you know?
Well, actually, in Holland we don't celebrate Christmas as much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have a thing called Sinterklaas.
Okay.
Which is pretty similar to Santa Claus, but it's earlier in December. And we do celebrate Christmas a little bit, but usually with dinners and stuff. You don't get so much big presents.
Presents,
so,
okay.
But I remember my mom when I was younger. I was begging my mom for a synthesizer that I wanted to have when I was 12 because I saw it and I was reading, you know, magazines about it and everything. And she said, "Okay, you can have it. I'll buy it, but then you don't get anything else for Christmas or for your birthday." I was like, "Okay, cool."
Fine. Yeah.
So I got it, and actually that was what started my career a little bit. So it was actually a good thing.
Look at that. And here we are at Jingle Bash. Well, thank you so much, Armin.
Thank you.
So great to meet you.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Good luck out there, you too. Thank you.